Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Becoming with Ketmi. Now today I'd like to talk about how somewhere along the way in our journey of becoming, we're constantly waiting in a way for life to begin. But what if the life that you're waiting on to begin has already started? So I want us to sort of talk about and sort of reframe our thinking on that. Because I started noticing how we constantly attach our happiness to future events that we're waiting on in our life. And not only future events, but future versions of ourselves. What am I going to be like after graduating? Or after taking that job? After getting a promotion? After moving to a different location? There's always another after this or after that. After buying a home, finding a partner, getting out of debt. The list goes on and on. I said depth, not death. And I feel like we are experts at always pushing the starting line. And honestly, I don't think that's necessarily bad. Like I said, I sort of just want us to reframe our thinking in a way. Because ambition is good. It's not bad. Having goals isn't bad. Wanting more is not bad. I think the issue is that we turn our milestones into permission slips. And sometimes we make our future achievements responsible for feelings that we want today. Let's rewind a little bit. When we were younger, we weren't always thinking about what the next 5 years looked like. That wasn't always top of mind. Summer was just summer. Were just weekends, were breaks. We lived in our experiences and we tended to just enjoy life through those journeys. And all of that, it was enough. And now everything has to feel like progress. Everything has to have a next step almost. And as adults, it's so easy for us to become focused on the life that we're trying to build that we forget that we're already in the process of living one. And the tricky part is that waiting, it doesn't always feel like waiting to feel successful, waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel settled, or just waiting to feel ready. Sometimes the biggest thing that we're postponing, it isn't our goal. It's actually our ability to enjoy where we are while we're working towards the goal. And recently I've been asking myself a different question. What if this isn't the in between per se? If we reframe our thinking and just think about the fact that this season matters too. Ordinary life, it's still life. And that growth, it doesn't always only happen at those milestones. Oftentimes, the life that we're rushing through today is what we look back on. And maybe this is one of the most unexpected parts of becoming. It's the learning how to hold your goals and the gratitude for the now at the same time. It's building while living and dreaming while appreciating. Because becoming isn't about finally arriving. It's also about learning how to live while you're still on your way to your goals. So here's a few reflections to think about for this week. What milestones are you currently waiting on? Have you been treating a future milestone or goal as the beginning of your life? And what part of your life right now deserves more appreciation? We all have things we look forward to, things that we're working on, building towards. I think that's human. There's always something, always going to be a different goal, a different milestone. But the thing I want to challenge is that maybe life isn't waiting on us solely for the aftermath of achieving that goal. Life is constantly happening. And it's not like it's paused until that goal is achieved. So remember, life doesn't start when everything finally comes together. Life is what's happening while we're waiting. If you like this episode, remember to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And if this episode is one that you enjoy, send it to someone that you think will also enjoy it. Remember, you could always send me a fan mail in the link in my bio or on the description of this podcast episode. I love reading all my fan messages and seeing what your thoughts are in your own personal becoming journey. Thank you for listening this long, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.